Hey everybody, here we go. First workout at home. Here we go. We've got push day at home, the chest, the shoulders, the triceps, all of your extending and pushing muscles. That's what we're going to do today with just my resistance bands, exercise ball, and my 20-pound dumbbells. First exercise on the list here is dumbbell bench press, 3 sets of 12, obviously with the 20-pound dumbbells, just laying here across on the exercise ball here to try to give myself as much of a flat surface as possible. I did this so I'd have a little bit more range of motion as I'm doing this exercise than I would if I had done it on the floor. And right here I'm just doing a nice and controlled tempo here, just trying to squeeze my pectoral muscles both at the top and bottom as I'm going through this. Good stretch at the bottom. With good range of motion, as well as I'm bringing the dumbbells slightly together at the top without actually clanking them together. Remember, don't clank them together so you don't break pieces off, get in your eye, good stuff like that. Next on the list are the dumbbell flies, 3 sets of 10, 20 pounds again, obviously. As you can see here, I'm just trying to get a good range of motion, good controlled tempo, squeezing at the top. Yeah, notice also there is a small bend in my arms as I extend them out. This is to help make sure that I'm not overstressing the pec and overextending it as well. And you don't want to hyperextend your elbows either, so it's good whenever you have arms that are supposed to be out straight like this to have just a little bit of a bend in them, just to make sure you're not overstretching muscles or hyperextending your elbows. But that's how you do dumbbell flies. Notice once again, not clanking the weights. Now that we're done with the chest exercises, moving on to the overhead or dumbbell military press, 3 sets of 10. Now we're on the shoulder pushing exercises, or the shoulders portion of the workout. So as I'm doing these 3 sets of 10, just trying to bring them down to about where my ears are at, even with my ears, pressing them up, and of course once again bringing the dumbbells together a little bit closer at the top and bringing them apart at the bottom here, making sure that my wrists somewhat align with my elbows, as well as I'm getting extra core work because I'm sitting on the ball here. Next exercise for 3 sets of 8, we've got dumbbell upright row. I love doing side raises, but I try to back up from the side raises and not use them as much. And so whenever I'm not doing the side raises, my next movement is just an upright row. Keep it nice and close to you as you possibly can, close to your torso, and just bring it up really whenever you feel the lateral deltoids, lateral head of the deltoid or shoulder muscle. Some people are going to say you have to bring it all the way up to your chin, but I've realized if I myself, for me personally, if I raise it just above my nipples, then that, and keeping my elbows above my wrists at all times, that helps work the muscles the most. The two main things is make sure you're feeling it in the lateral head or the side shoulder there, as well as always keeping your elbows above the weight and the wrists. If you can do that, then your upright rows are going to look phenomenal. They're going to feel great. It's going to keep you safe as well. Now moving on to the tricep section of this workout and working those pushing muscles, we've got banded tricep pushdowns, 3 sets of 10, just using the smallest red band. As you see, I have got it looped up over the door, and with both arms I am extending all the way down, trying to have a little bit of a hold at the pause at the bottom, just a little bit, about half a second or so. And then just trying to have nice controlled tempo as always, and trying to keep my elbows somewhat in the same spot. It's a little bit hard to do with that stabilization. I'm getting into resistance bands a little bit more. Been doing it about the past year or so now, and boy, they are fun to use. They really knot up the muscles and really stimulate the muscle growth in a whole new way. And I like using them just at home because it helps me get great home workouts, as you'll see moving forward with these home workouts. And of course here, last but not least, to finish up the workout in the tricep section, we've got dumbbell overhead extension for 3 sets of 10 with just one of the 20-pound dumbbells. So I'm holding it with both my hands, holding it up over my head, just trying to keep the shoulder joints and the elbow joints in the exact same spot, and just lowering it back behind my head, trying to create that 90-degree angle at the very least with my elbows. Go until you start to feel that discomfort. In whatever range of motion you can allow, you can work on that as you go on. And then I'm extending at the top, not quite locking out the elbows, but still stimulating those triceps, just trying to stay in the good rhythm, good constant tension, not going too low or too high to eliminate tension, and just really trying to feel the triceps throughout the entire movement. You can also do this with one hand at a time, or with a band or attachments. You just have to attach it to the door in a different way. But yeah, there's a lot you can do here, and that's how you're able to get a home workout in with just, yes, I'm using an exercise ball, but you've got chairs if you need them, and just dumbbells and a couple resistance bands.